Today's story: Bitcoin has steadied after an unexpected easing of panic tied to a potential tariff truce between the US and China. Investors and traders are breathing easier as talk of a deal ahead of this week's tariff meeting cools volatility and nudges market sentiment toward optimism. Bitcoin finds its footing after weeks of jittery price swings linked to uncertainty over trade tensions. Bitcoin has begun to find its footing. The prospect of a truce between the world's two largest economies has removed some of the immediate downside pressure, giving the cryptocurrency a chance to stabilize while market participants await concrete details. How markets reacted: cryptocurrency markets responded quickly to the improvement in trade outlook. Where volatility had previously spiked, prices have smoothed and trading ranges tightened. That reaction reflects a broader risk-on shift, with the threat of escalating tariffs less imminent. Investors are more willing to reallocate into assets they had recently avoided. Investor sentiment and relief: for many investors, the expected truce is simple relief. The fear of tariff escalation had pushed some traders into defensive positions. The new optimism is allowing them to reassess risk and re-enter markets with more confidence. That change in psychology often has as much impact on short-term price action as any fundamental news. Bitcoin as a hedge: this episode also reinforces a narrative that's been growing. Investors are looking to Bitcoin as a hedge against traditional market shocks. During periods of macro uncertainty, some participants shift capital into crypto as an alternative store of value or diversification tool. Whether that continues will depend on how broader economic and geopolitical news evolves. Technical picture on the charts. The immediate technical picture shows a gradual uptick in momentum since headlines about the truce emerged. Traders are watching key resistance and support levels closely to judge whether the stabilization will turn into sustained gains or simply a pause before the next move. Short-term volatility could return if negotiations falter or fresh data surprises the market. Expert perspective analysts point out that Bitcoin's relative calm in the face of geopolitical developments signals growing resilience. As the asset matures, external shocks no longer trigger the same knee-jerk reactions they once did, and more sophisticated market participants are treating crypto as a component of diversified portfolios rather than a speculative outlier. What to watch next? Keep an eye on the upcoming tariff meeting and any follow-up statements. Even tentative progress or setbacks can sway market sentiment quickly. Risk management remains essential, while the truce is encouraging. Geopolitical uncertainty hasn't disappeared, and markets can reverse as news flow changes. Closing thought: Bitcoin's recent stability amid the US-China tariff truce underlines its evolving role in financial markets. For now, it offers a glimpse of resilience and growing institutional acceptance. But as always, stay alert, manage risk, and watch how the negotiations unfold.